I guess I know you were kind of in a decision of like figuring out what you got going on and what
Hmm.
direction you're going and stuff like that. So we could do one of two things. We could either I could walk you through everything I've done to like grow my community,
Okay.
and maybe that would help you figure out some things, and then we could go through questions and whatnot
Sure.
throughout the whole thing, or we could more so talk about your community and what you got going off, or we could do a mixture of both.
Yeah. We can start with what you did with your community. I would love to know. And then you can ask me any question about my community for sure. And I'd love to share my journey and what I, plan to do.
Yeah, awesome. Um, this- so just to give you some social proof
Mm-hmm.
of what I got going on. So in my community right now, we haven't been around for that long. Just
Okay.
started practically 30 days ago. I want to say yesterday was our 30th day. Um,
Awesome.
I've had this for about you can see like a bit of August right here, but
Mm-hmm.
that was more so like it was just me and my wife in there.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Not really doing much to grow it necessarily. And in September is when we started. But one key thing is like these used to be dark green days. And
Mm-hmm.
now based on my activity level, so from this one day right here, 599 activities, that's when my activities were shifted in the
Okay.
sense of what my metrics were. So so what I found for me is that it's important to keep these numbers up than
Mm-hmm.
like let it fully drop, right? So I had to figure out a system around it. So after that, I was like, I want to keep it above 200. Is my ideal way, but it was consistently well above 200.
Okay.
Um, and so our rankings currently is 186, and we're in the self improvement category.
That's awesome.
Thank you. Um,
And that is calculated, the metrics are calculated by your interactions, your posts, and your likes, or
yeah, it's based. I feel like the activities have a big part to do with it.
okay.
This metric for sure, because considering that I only have like 26 members, so not
Mm-hmm.
that many, right? My engagement per member is very high.
Mm,
People are very active in my community,
that's
right?
awesome.
And so, like, if we just go through some of the posts, so that's my wife right there. So you can see 22, 31, and if we just scroll through, because we have other members active besides ourselves as well, making posts.
Awesome. Okay.
So, but one of the major techniques that I do is I wait until, depending on where you're at. So I think you're in Eastern Standard Time.
Yes.
That might be, I want to say like 9 o'clock, 9:30 your time, of when the the settings reset. So like
Okay.
that's this becomes back to zero, right?
Mm, okay.
So but this is only after you have a couple of active members. So what I do is I'm not active until the new day starts. And so
Okay.
that allows me to push the activity to about like uh, 100, 130, right? So for example, you see how it says new comment right here in blue.
Mm-hmm.
So I ignored that for the whole day. And then so I go back in there, I go through the comments, and then in this feature right here on the notifications, I do
Uh-huh.
just this group, and then I clear that whole thing.
Okay.
And so the reason why it's important to do it like this instead is
Uh-huh.
because there's other people who leave like likes or comments that you don't get notified for. So
Mm-hmm.
you want to know that. And so
Mm-hmm.
by going in there and just restarting from the top of the conversation and
Mm-hmm.
going back down, that allows you to see all those things that
That
you.
makes sense. That
So
makes a lot of sense.
that's one thing I've done. Um, that's really helped. So this is something I actually shared in the community on our 30th day. At the time, we are at like 222 or something like that, which
Okay.
that was 2 days ago. Um, so how we got here? So this is my mission, right? Is I want to help 7,200 people learn everything I know, from business mindset to business and beyond, so that they can each help another 70 to 100 people themselves.
Hmm.
So the ripple effect of that is 51 million lives impacted by that mission. And it's not something that I'm looking to do today, this year. It's something that I'm like, I could commit myself like the rest of my life to accomplish this, right?
Uh-huh.
So it's more so to have my teachings last than have my name last, if you will.
Okay.
And so we didn't do any ads. There's no hype. Like there's literally there is a giveaway in my community, but most people like have no idea about the giveaway.
Mm.
But so the giveaway is to give away this camera right here.
Okay.
Um, and that's actually just shy of $1,000 camera.
Wow.
I've taken 11 pictures on, and that was like months, 5 months ago.
Wow.
Um, so so yeah, so there was no hype, no ads. The way I built the community was through Skool. I didn't use really any other platform besides Skool. So step one is to find foundation, the quiet build.
Okay.
So I laid down the groundwork. I cleaned up the categories. I had a clear message. We built a space where people could show up real without trying to look perfect. Our goal wasn't to impress, it was to grow together. So
Okay.
the objective is to have everyone's perspective. And so if I go back over here and show you the categories, so we have introductions, announcements, general, wins in progress, giveaways, resourceful, identity reset challenge, lives, music, real estate.
Okay.
That's all our categories. And like as like these two categories just got added only because I I could clutter the resource vault, but it would just get kind of crazy.
And your
Um,
community is about how to make money online or how to scale businesses online?
Pretty much it's kind of hard. Like every time I get this question, it's like the hardest question for me because um, it's just based on your goals. So whatever your goals are in life, I can help
Uh-huh.
you like structure a framework around it. Because
Okay.
for what happens is that habits are not the greatest. They're good, but they're not great. They're like motivation. So it's like
Okay.
habits work for a little bit and then you fall off. When you
Gotcha.
build a system around habits, it's like that's when you retain everything. And so it's like if it accounts for like, for example, if you're on a diet and it's like it accounts for some days you're gonna cheat and you're gonna fall off. So like it accounts for that. And then some days you're gonna do really well. So it like balances out, for the extreme and on both sides, right? Basically. And so overall, if you look at the week and you followed it mostly, you've gained a better direction, whether that's if you're looking to gain muscle or you're looking to lose weight type of thing, right?
Right. Right.
So it's a similar structure in that way.
Okay.
So yeah, so like I went if I go into the classroom, this is not set up because just these two things alone are about 20 hours of content. So we're just going through that. But creating a $0 to $50 million roadmap. This guy has a system that he's building for real estate agents specifically. So I
Mm-hmm.
structure that. This whole it was a 5 day training. In a way for him to have a better direction on what he's going, how to achieve it. Gave him a basically a up to a 12-month battle plan for and to achieve this. Same thing with this person as well, based on their goal. They actually had epiphany on the 5th day, and they gave some information that, of course, will have been helpful day one, but it's better that was mentioned than not mentioned because she was having trouble with her outreach. So helping her figure out a method for her outreach was super valuable for sure to help her reach her objective of what she's looking for. So it's just literally based on everything and anything. And this is a conversation with a fitness community owner. And so like I'm actually a certified personal trainer as well. So
Okay.
I have a bunch of information on fitness as well.
Gotcha. That's awesome.
Yeah, why you capping? Why you capping? No, feel like a rubber band. I've been snapping. No, yeah, I've been up here with my team, so you know this what I mean. We been going up like NASA, bro. Run it up. I swear we getting these numbers up. They saw me back then, I'm coming up. I'm about to mess y'all summer up. Been in the lab like all day. I hit a J like Beyonce. I saw him coming from far away. We need it all, need it all.
But so a clear message, clean categories, right? Then stage 2, the observation era. Before we really went in depth into building our school, my wife, she was on other ones.
Uh-huh.
I ended up actually connecting with one of the top 2 at the time,
Uh-huh.
relationship category. And her name is Amanda. She really helped me structure my About Me page a little bit better.
Mhm.
Because reading hers, I laughed, and I was like, "Man, that's good."
Yeah.
And then so I went and I showed my wife it. I read it to her, and then she laughed, and I was like, "Okay, so like this is actually something really good if we both laugh."
Mhm.
Uh, so that's what helped us structure a better way because it's more so about getting the engagement in the community as well and providing some type of value. So one of the bigger one of the posts that I'm really most proud of in the community was by uh, by my wife, and she made a give back post.
Mhm.
And so on this back post was really cool. So Tommy, he has a community with 1.4 probably now um, K users on
Yes.
there. And so he asked about if we could relate roots or plants to business. And um, so my wife put together this slideshow where we put roots and business together. And
Oh.
so that's just one of them, right? And we had Taryn who was talking about mudras. So I always play around and say that's gang signs. But so we put that together as well. So
Wow. Yeah.
and this like my wife did me quick workout this within 24 hours. Basically everybody had this. So this was automations for communities.
That's really cool.
And so like posts like this that engage and this is it's literally your realm of skills, right?
Uh-huh.
So just formulate it to whatever your realm of skills are and what you're looking to do in your community.
Got it.
But yeah, so anyways, not to go too deep into that, but like for example, in your community,
Uh-huh.
um, it's a cosmic moon circle. So
Uh-huh.
a sacred circle attuning to moon energy, gathering on new plus full moons to awaken spirit wisdom, cycles of creation, and soul community. So spiritual
Yeah,
game.
it's spiritual. Yeah. They're actually both of my communities could really be combined into one. But and I'm probably going to end up doing that. I've thought about it, and I'm probably just gonna start off with one free community just so I can kind of focus my attention on one thing instead of dividing it into two different groups because it's the same concept. It's really the same type of field. So it makes more sense now that I think about it to just combine it into one group and then to grow it to just make it a free group.
Is it so is the paid one more of a implementation factor, like a
Yeah,
workshop?
for
Okay.
sure. The paid one has a lot more field to cover. There's just so much information in the realm of energy healing and also just learning how to do it, different modalities, different methods, and just a lot of content to learn and to share. So, whereas the moon circle, it's really just about harnessing moon energy and learning the cycles and what to do when it's full, what to do when it's new. Um, and just actually having a gathering, like every full moon, new moon, we'll have a gathering where we incorporate the lessons under the signs that the moon is in, and utilize that to grow or to heal or in any way that it's beneficial to us. And that would be something that we would meet on a regular, whereas the sacred energy awakening would be something completely different. For sure, I want to do meetings on that too, but I was thinking more of like once a month, a meeting for a theme. But now that I think about it, I could just incorporate the moon circle into that energy healing world because it's all within the same concept.
For sure. So just a couple of side notes real quick that I seen
Yeah.
is space this out. So
Okay.
if you just leave space between this one and the here and this one,
Uh-huh.
that'll make it easier to read, even with the bullet points. Just
Okay.
like so, pushing within down, and then within to the first bullet point down, and then pushing these down would make it easier to read.
Okay. Okay. I can do that for sure.
But when it comes down to so with what's coming, because tiers might change the game on like needing two communities, right?
Okay.
And so but you can still also operate at the two community level.
Okay.
So like I do like your ideas of, because of new moon and full moon, right? It's like, okay, those are perfect places to do lives and
Yeah.
that done, right? So
Yeah.
that's an awesome culture building atmosphere type of
Mhm.
thing. And so that's a great idea. And so like if you and you were talking about implementing a 1 month cycle as well
Yeah.
into it. If you could like stagger them in a way that's almost weekly type,
Uh-huh.
that would be very powerful because now it's like, okay, every it's kind of like a show, right? So like
Yeah.
every I have to tune into what Ada's got going on.
Yeah.
So you create that atmosphere, and then the people who want to know more or want to have more of Ava, right? Ada, sorry,
That's
it,
okay.
it becomes a whole new level of interaction because now it's like, okay, you want more of my time? All right, come into the sacred energy awakening,
Yeah.
and then I could be more, one on one ish, one on
Yeah.
many type of thing.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
And also, what I've learned is that putting money next to your with your community helps
Uh-huh.
your rank actually.
It helps your rank.
Yeah.
Okay.
So one crazy thing I had a buddy of mine. His name is Richard. He's in the community,
Mm-hmm.
and he switched his community because he had a communication community before, and so like he stopped that and revamped his community to something different, which is it's kind of funny. It's called the Lemonade Stand, I believe. And
Okay.
so he switched from he was in self improvement as well. He switched to relationship, and what ended up happening is he had maybe like 5, 10 members or something like that, and it was $1 a month, and it ended up being rank 119 or something like that. And this is like a 2 day old community.
Wow.
So now he's rank top 50 around there. Um, and of course, it's like using certain techniques to help push that ranking down, of course. And so our objective is to get that to be one of the top 1% communities relatively within days or so.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but it's a really cool thing, right? When you implement these things, and I know for me at first it was hard to get the activities consistently,
Yeah.
and so what helped me out complete that
Mm-hmm.
was just providing value, like just anywhere in schoolers, like is
Mm-hmm.
one of your meta masterminds too.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, that's one. Funny. So even in schoolers, right? There's always a place like somewhere you could provide value. What I do is I put it to new,
Uh-huh.
and then start like finding the most active people, right? That are
Mhm.
currently on there.
Okay.
ideally get to it within the first 5 minutes of them
Okay.
posting. Of course, like sometimes it's not that frequent, so like that's 22 minutes apart. So then I start working up the list, if you will.
Mhm.
But that's the way I really start growing this, and most of my people are uh, owners
Okay.
as I go after schoolers, and the reason why I do that too is like if we think about it, the most intelligent people with schools use should be
Mhm.
the owners, right?
Yeah.
The only people that get this access to this community is only people who are paying for it
Right.
or on some type of trial. So we know
Yeah.
it's either $9 or $97.
Right.
So then what ends up happening with that logic is like, okay, if I have a paid community or have a owner who's more active on school than not, they'll probably be more active in my community and
Mhm.
have money to transfer over to being paid, right?
Mhm. Mhm.
So one of my first paid people was literally from this, and it was just going and providing value, and
Yeah.
I live in her community, and then after that she joined my community.
Mhm.
It's like pretty much that simple, but
That's
it's
awesome.
like you providing value in your realm of expertise is the way that happens, and just by you being active here would probably boost up your notoriety where people start wondering who is this person.
Mm.
I
Okay.
I'm not active in communities really.
Uh-huh.
So I'm only like active in schoolers. So
Okay.
like right, I have a few communities. Really, these bottom three,
Uh-huh.
um, I don't exist on there.
Okay.
Uh, and so the really the main ones I exist on are like these right here. So
Okay.
Money Making on the Lemonade Stand, Crap Academy, which is the top 5 relationship thing. But people that I've like actually talked with, right? Um, but going back to a couple of the methods that we use, um, that was part of observing. And my wife, I've seen that you're a part of Goosify too, and my wife is part of Goosify as well. And so like we've taken some of their techniques as well and implemented that in our community. Now, what I've noticed about Goosify though is like because of all the excitement that happens initially, it's like you're just burning members, if you will.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so it's like you're burning them fully, thoroughly by the time they come through this first 30 days. And then after that, it's like dead, right? And
Yeah.
so to create I wanted to create a community that could have just consistent activity, not
Yeah.
just have big ups and low lows.
Yeah.
So it's like creating that consistency, right? And so that's when the research comes into play. And this could be like you can look at Goosify, like all the top really communities are doing something right in order
Yeah.
to page, right? So we could learn and take that from them and implement it in our own. Um, so that's observation. Now consistency. So
Mhm.
we started posting every single day, even when no one was watching.
Mhm.
So you saw that, in the beginning, August, sometime, like it was literally just me and my wife liking each other's posts.
That's all.
So,
Gotcha. So you posted more than once a day or just on a
uh,
daily basis?
through her and me, we post more than once.
Mhm.
For me, for the most part, I'm posting like one time a day ish.
Okay.
Um, and so it's like pretty much between me and her, it's like 3 to 5 posts.
Okay.
And sometimes I do two, and she does two.
Okay.
One technique that I've seen, I don't like this technique necessarily, but it's a technique anyways,
Mhm.
which is this person he would put comments and then like just written text and then he would put a gift underneath that. So it
Mm.
was like 2 different activities, if you will,
Okay. Okay.
um, by doing that. But then that like you gotta stay doing that the whole time.
Gotcha.
So it's like it's kind of not not something for when it gets like intense, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
So consistency, morning posts, evening reflection. So like we do a lot of mindset stuff in there.
Okay.
I have like 700 plus documents that I have loaded up in Google Doc. I have even more, but the 5+ years of data got destroyed. So
Oh,
that's what made me like embark on this journey of creating this community and stuff like that.
okay.
Because I wasn't really using that data, so
Mhm.
it was if I don't use it, I'll lose it.
Yeah.
Or it's